Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of corporate filings. Today we're diving into a report from Mobile Infrastructure Corporation, and let's just say there are some big changes at the top. It's like musical chairs in the executive suite, so let's get right to it. Kids, before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where these topics are discussed in real time. Alright, this is a Form 8K report, which companies file to announce major events. In this case, Mobile Infrastructure Corporation reported a leadership shuffle, dividend declarations, and some other interesting board decisions all happening in June of 2025. First up, let's talk about the leadership changes. The company's chief executive officer, Manuel Chavez III, is moving to the role of executive chairman of the board of directors, which is effective August 1, 2025. So shifting from the day-to-day and more to the overseeing the board, taking his place as Chief Executive Officer is Stephanie Hogue, who will continue to serve as president of the company and as a member of the board. Ms. Hogue has been with the company for a while, serving as president since August of 2021, and even stepped in as interim and a full-time Chief Financial Officer for a few years. The company is clearly confident in her leadership. Prior to her time with Mobile Infrastructure Corporation, she worked at PricewaterhouseCoopers Corporate Finance, specializing in advising clients on large sales and acquisitions. This background could be extremely valuable as the company looks to grow and evolve. Speaking of the board, the company held its annual meeting of stockholders in June of 2025, with the main decision to elect 6 people to the board of directors for the next year. The report lists the votes. It looks like all nominees were formally elected by the shareholders. Interestingly, you can see some votes were withheld for each candidate, showing that some shareholders might have reservations about him, but it wasn't enough to stop him from being elected. By the shareholders' interest and line donations about him, but it wasn't enough to stop him from being elected. The company also put out a press release about these executive changes. And just to be clear, the information in this section of the report isn't officially filed in the same way as other parts, so it's more of a supplementary announcement. In other news, the board approved the formation of an investment committee, with Mr. Chavez, the outgoing Chief Executive Officer, taking on the role of chair. This signals the company is gearing up to make some strategic investments, and they want a dedicated committee to oversee those decisions. This committee will likely play a key role in shaping the company's future direction. Finally, the board authorized the payment of monthly dividends on the company's Series A preferred stock and Series 1 preferred stock. The dividends will be paid in July of 2025. A preferred holder can expect to get around 4.80 per share respectively. It's important to note that future dividends are not guaranteed and depend on a variety of factors, including the company's financial health. Doffied. Now, let's step back and take a look at the bigger picture. Mobile Infrastructure Corporation seems to be positioning itself for a new chapter with these leadership changes. It is interesting how it is not common to see past CEOs to simply stay on the board as chairman. Stephanie Hogue's appointment suggests a focus on growth and strategic deals. Given her background in corporate finance, the formation of the investment committee further supports this idea. One potential risk is the reliance on dividend payments to attract and retain investors, especially with the preferred stock. If the company's financial condition weakens, they may have to reduce or suspend these dividends, which could negatively impact the stock price. In general, the dividend yield looks a bit risky, and it will need closer examination in the next quarterly report. Overall, Mobile Infrastructure Corporation seems to be taking a more calculated approach to its operations, focusing on long-term growth and shareholder value. However, it's crucial to keep an eye on their financial performance and ability to maintain those dividend payments. Alright, that wraps up our decoder for the day. What do you think about these leadership changes and the dividend decisions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please give us a like and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. And don't forget to join our Discord community for real-time discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.